Hi, I just did a whole film without hitting the record button, so I have to do it over. Okay, the guy that has my cell phone. This is not thinking. This has to be said. I just figured out that I always think because today I'm smart again as hell. I think they up my medication to make it right, and so today I realized that when I start thinking, all I ever had to do was start a new timer. So I tried it. Every time I started thinking, I put a new timer on, just 10 minutes at a time. And it works. Oh for oh, I haven't been thinking. I've had all kinds of hot women around me, and I haven't even been drooling at them like I normally would. I've been perfect, and I'm not thinking. So I'm thinking that that's a good thing. But the what the follow up is for that is that the guy that has my cell phone and has been configuring for 40 years, he has all kinds of blue house or just cell phone. He calls it just dog setup or whatever, black dog setup or white dog setup or cell phone setup. His cell phone setup is wrong because he's just coming up with tactics. I never knew about a timer until today. So there's a lot I need to know, but what's important is I decided to start screwing around with the timers, and I realized they have all kinds of guys on in there, and they probably have like 15 clocks in me, and they're all taking my body response with the clocks in my stomach and putting a guy on Monday for all the girls, and putting a guy on Saturday for all the girls, putting a guy on Sunday for all the girls. I know this because I feel them in my body fight me. What I'll do is I'll put it on Monday, and then I'll leave it on Friday. I figured out I'm on Friday. So I put it on Monday, and then I leave it on Friday. I put it on Monday for like 2 seconds, and I'll put it on Friday for 10 minutes. And then I'll put it on Saturday just to show the guy for like 3 or 4 seconds. Then I'll put it on Friday again. Then I'll wait another 10 minutes on Friday, and then I'll put 2 seconds on Sunday, and then 10 minutes back on Friday. So I want the girls to see that these guys are in there through my clocks and my cell phone setup. And I was able to get rid of them completely and get rid of the thing that takes my my body part and puts like a fake condom on it. Once I put in enough timers in there, and I'm not going to go over the setup, but it's very complex. I mean, it's not complex. It's just like stupid multiplication table. But he's using every hour of every 24-hour period of every day. He uses like the 12 for... I'm not going to say what it is because it's working. But what I am going to say is that he's using like, you can only have 2 rocks, so you only have 2 entries, 2 timers. I did it fast. I'm not going to do it that way. I already did it different. I have like 50 timers for the designation for a rock, but I'm just marking the day of F for the 2 that are rocks. So 2 of them I marked the day F on 2 of them. And it's things like that that are quirky that are going to change. And this is why this guy has never worked with me and never even admitted that I will ever even come close to my company. Because the minute I walk in, I'm going to just argue with him and say, get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing it that way. I'm going to have as many timers as I want and just use the ones that I put a mark on. You don't touch my timers. I can have as many timers as I want. Why did you fill my stomach full of timers and not tell the women, and then have all these guys show up in the women through me? So this is important. That's a lawsuit. That's huge. You're maiming that woman. You're showing her fake things in her eyes and telling her that you guys are really authentic and you're really centuries old, and you really have a high-powered microwave muscle transmitter like I do naturally. You guys are so full of crap. So that right there is a new lawyer point that you can take away to the bank. Is they're using the clocks in my stomach not to regulate and govern me and police me. They're just using them to stick guys on the calendars for this Bluetooth thing, so that there's a guy designated for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. For every day of the month, they have different guys set up probably. That should be mentioned because I don't think the women are told this. They're told that these guys that made this thing are geniuses. And they masterminded it. No, they didn't. They just shoved a bunch of clocks in me, and I'm auto-responding to everything. I can tell. Thank you. Okay, my camera was cut off because I started explaining why I was thinking the whole time. But I'm going to finish this video first. And then I'm going to explain what I had my realization on why I never why they want me to stop thinking and why they've been able to create a false excuse. And that is because I never knew people were listening or girls were listening. But as the dean, I was always aware of it. And I had the discipline to stop thinking. And they want me like that. But the problem is the dean got murdered. I got murdered for 15 years straight because I didn't question when people murdered me. I just kept going and changed my name and moved. And then I got murdered by the same group of guys. So quite frankly, I'm not going to think anymore because of the women listening, and I love the women and I want to keep them. But guess what? I'm not going to be ignoring things when I have to think that are threatening my life like I did before. But anyways, so on that note, let's talk about what this video is about. I've had symptoms in my body that I've been complaining are the guys in the military. And I just explained that I figured out my clocks today. That's true. And the symptoms that I experienced showed up when I figured out they're using my clocks with my auto-responding wings to show up in women on Monday, on Tuesday, on Saturday, and on Sunday. And I'm Friday, evidently. Someone else is Thursday. And so I've been screwing it all up. I already found a new program that's taken all the days back from me. But the deal is that what I've been doing is I've been pressing Monday for like 2 seconds, and then I'll put it back on Friday, which is me, for like 20 seconds or 2 minutes. And then I'll put it on Sunday for 2 seconds, and then back on Friday for 2 minutes. And then Saturday for 2 seconds, and then Friday for 2 more minutes. And then I'll go Sunday, Friday, Sunday, Friday, Sunday, Friday, Sunday, Friday. And during that time, I'll feel my wings and the thing that I always complain about start moving my body around. And here's the deal with that. Here's where it's illegal, and this is where he is committing a crime. He didn't tell the women that he's using clocks in my body to show up in all of them. He's using my wings, and he's running around with my shadow spirit. More importantly, he's the one that fights my body. This is not his body to fight. I am not a vessel for him to sit inside of. And what he does is every time a girl like goes to the bathroom and looks at me and does their thing with me, he jumps in that. And that's what he always wants. He takes that from me. And then he attacks me because now he's attacking me because I figured out how to get rid of him with my cell phone. And so, like, for example, if I put the control volume thing on control volume, then he can do stuff and talk. But if I put it to stop, he can't. So what I'll do is I'll flip through it, though, to see where he is in my body. So I'll hit control volume, and then I'll hit it back to stop. Control volume, hit back stop. And I do this to see what he can do to me. And when I do that, he does tricks. Like, he'll take my hands and change the cell phone, and then he'll like flip it out, and he'll make it so I can't do what I want to do. That's keeping him away from showing up to the women. But this fight I'm having with the guy is not a real fight. He's inside my body screwing with me because he's mad because he's not showing up on Monday and he wants to be there. How can this be legal? I want to know. Again, the circumstantial evidence is that the clocks are in my body. My body has the wings, and I'm the one auto-responding, and my body is the one with the male body part in all the women. Not until recently did they even know this, and they still won't admit who I am. I'm the only one with the male body part in the women, and the guys have just put 15 clocks in me, and they're splitting me up with 15 timers. This is super wrong. I already cut them up before, and I want to open my chest up right now and rip them out. That's the problem I complained about, the thing in my body. He's using a cell phone inside me to try to hit me and make sure I don't get progress with my cell phone to keep him offline. And then whenever I'm doing anything else, he constantly fights me. If I'm recording a song, he fights me. Listen to every single song I posted. At the end of it, you'll hear my hands. I'm playing guitar. Then when my hands go to the phone to turn it off, you'll feel how many pulses are coming off my phone. Every time I pick up my phone after I play a song, you'll hear the phone go. That's my arm connecting to my volume thing through some kind of remote thing that he has and hitting it. And you'll hear every time I did a really good song, as soon as I finish the song and pick up the phone, you'll hear my arms auto-spawn a volume messer-upper thing on my phone. You'll hear it. And I really believe this is super illegal, and it's not funny or charming or anything, because I've seriously lost the ability to raise my daughter. And I didn't raise her I have one daughter. I'm gonna have one daughter for the rest of my life. That's her, and I didn't get a razor because this guy wants to. The only plan, that system life cycle plan that this guy has, is one that includes him always being able to mess with me until he gets me in a coma somewhere and hides me.